You stand here now at the edge of what was and what could be. I see the fire in your eyes buried perhaps beneath doubt, fatigue, the noise of the world, but it is there. It burns waiting. And I am here not to stoke it gently but to demand that it roar to life. Focus. That is the word, the art, the power, the path. It is not just a discipline, it is a weapon. It is the sacred blade you must learn to wield with precision, with intent, with ferocity. For without focus, even the strongest warrior will fail, even the brightest soul will flicker into darkness, even the most noble cause will fade into distraction, scattered among countless empty tasks and meaningless diversions. The world is full of noise, you know this, you feel it, it surrounds you, pulling, tugging, seducing your mind into 1,000 directions, promising ease, offering entertainment, begging for your time, your energy, your sacred attention. And if you are not vigilant, if you are not ruthless with your focus, the world will devour your days and drain your purpose, until there is nothing left but regret and missed chances. I have seen kingdoms rise and fall not by sword but by scatter, not by weakness of heart, but by weakness of will. I have stood beside warriors who trained their bodies for years, yet never trained their minds. They lost not in battle but long before it, because their thoughts were not their own. They gave away their time. They gave away their mission. They gave away themselves. That cannot be your fate. You must claim focus as your own. You must choose it every single day, every single hour. You must protect it as a lioness guards her cubs, fiercely, without apology, without hesitation. There will be people who do not understand. They will say you've changed. They will say you're distant, too intense, too driven. Let them. You were not born to be soft and agreeable. You were born to make fire from your breath, and forge worlds from your will. To master focus, you must first master the truth of yourself. What do you truly want? Not the shallow flickering desires that come and go with seasons, but the deep soul-shaking purpose that anchors your being. You must ask, what is the one thing I would give everything to bring to life? And when you find that answer, you must give it your undivided self. Because here is the truth, you cannot serve two masters. You cannot chase every path and expect to reach the summit. You cannot live for approval, for comfort, for instant gratification, and still walk the road of legacy. Focus demands sacrifice. It demands saying no to what does not serve the vision. It demands silence, discipline, commitment when the world chooses noise. But oh, what it gives in return is beyond measure. A focused mind is a storm contained in a single point. It is force. It is destiny. It is creation. When your mind aligns fully with your purpose, you become unstoppable. You no longer move through life reacting. You act. You create waves. You change the energy of every room you enter. Not because you seek power, but because your power is already yours, anchored in direction, unshakable. Understand this: you do not need more time. You need more intention. You do not need more opportunities. You need more clarity. The greatest among us are not those with more chances. They are those who do more with less, because they are laser focused on one mission, one outcome, one legacy. Look around. Distraction is the new disease of the age. It infects the masses. They live fragmented lives, dipping their energy into everything and mastering nothing. They touch 1,000 things but leave no mark. Do not be one of them. Be the exception. Be the one who finishes what they start. Be the one who moves in silence and strikes with precision. Be the one whose life speaks not in noise, but in impact. To master focus, you must create boundaries like a warrior builds a fortress. You must carve time for deep work, for sacred solitude, for reflection. You must turn off the voices that do not echo your values. You must walk away from anything that blurs your vision. Yes, it will be lonely sometimes. Greatness often is, but what is loneliness compared to purpose? What is temporary isolation compared to permanent influence? There is a cost to focus, but the cost of distraction is greater. Let me speak directly to your heart now, the part of you that knows it was made for something more. You are not lost. You are not behind. You are not too late. But you must decide. No one can walk this path for you. No one can give you discipline. No one can force your attention onto what matters. That power is yours and yours alone. And that is the most powerful truth of all. You are not at the mercy of your environment. You are not a slave to your impulses. You are not a leaf tossed by the wind. You are a force of nature, a fire-wielding creator, a ruler of your mind, but you must act like it. You must rise every day and choose to fight for your focus, like your future depends on it, because it does. Let others chase the noise. Let others trade their destiny for distraction. Not you, not anymore. Your time is too precious. Your purpose is too sacred. Your impact is too needed. So I challenge you, no, I command you to choose the hard path, the path of discipline, the path of mastery, the path of unshakable focus. When you feel the pull of old habits, resist. When comfort whispers in your ear, defy it. When the world tries to blur your vision, sharpen it. Again and again and again, you must become relentless, ruthless, clear. You must become a guardian of your time, a sentinel of your vision. You must build systems that protect your energy. You must remove what drains you. You must invest every ounce of yourself into what brings you closer to the highest version of you. This is not about working harder. This is about working right. This is about alignment, precision, power. 100 scattered efforts will never match the strength of a single focused strike. And when you master that strike, when you master the art of putting your full presence into one thing, you will become a force the world cannot ignore. You will build empires from your clarity. You will write legacies with your discipline. You will create futures from your unwavering attention. Let the others talk. Let the others scroll. Let the others wait for motivation. You act. You build. You forge. You focus. And when you fall, and you will, do not despair. Focus is not perfection, it is persistence. The art is not in never breaking, but in returning again and again to what matters most. Reset, reclaim, refocus. Every time you return, you grow stronger. Every time you cut through the fog, you see farther. Every time you choose purpose over noise, you step deeper into your power. I have walked this path, I have paid its price, and I have seen the glory that comes on the other side. I speak not from theory but from battle. I have stared into the abyss of distraction and said no more. I have chosen the single flame over the false sun, and I will never go back. Now it is your turn. You have the fire. You have the will. You have the right to claim your place in the world, not as a wanderer but as a warrior. You were not born to live scattered. You were born to command your destiny. And that begins not tomorrow, not next year, not when life is easier, but now. In this moment you decide. You decide to stop surrendering your power to noise. You decide to stop living in fragments. You decide to stop chasing everything and start building something that lasts. You choose to focus. You choose to rise. You choose to become everything you were born to be. So stand tall, breathe deep, look your mission in the eye, and vow to never look away again. Because once you master the art of focus, you master the art of becoming unstoppable.